lighting. I'm really am going to have to figure out a new lighting situation soon. But I'm back. I know I haven't done a video in like forever. I did film a nail video, but I never got around to editing it, and it's just all over the place. So on my reading front, I have read a ton of books, and I want to share them with you guys. This is going to be just a plain wrap up video of what I've read so far up into this point. Now, I don't know if I did the whole Goodreads thing on all of these books, but I'm pretty sure I marked them on my read sections. So I think I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of them now. Like, hold on. They're gonna fall. They're gonna fall. Okay, hold on. Wait. So these books are all by, there's 7 books I've read by her in the past couple of months, and they're all part of the Immortals, the Arguri. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I have caught up on all this, and here are 6 of the 7 I've read from this series. And I have to say, in this series, more books are becoming less interesting to me. I don't know if it's because I read them back to back or they just seem to repeat themselves. I find that if you read a lot of romance books in a row, it gets boring and tiring, and the books can sometimes become predictable. So, with that being said, I switched up my reading and I read a Sarah Dressen book. Ooh, the lighting, the lighting, the lighting. Ooh, does that help? Can you see it? Can you see it? Now, I had a friend in middle school who read all her books, and I didn't know how I felt about this type of book, or I feel like it's more complimentary, like a teen complimentary. I don't know how to describe it, but I read Lock and Key, and it was fabulous. It moved my heart. It made me cry. It was a really good book, so I do recommend this if you want a heartfelt, tear kind of darker book. Sandra Dressen writes good books. I've only read this one. I've tried reading her book that said What Happened to Goodbye, but it was just too slow for me. Like, a book has to be like, oh my god, yes, fast paced, fast paced, fast paced. That gets me into my next book, which is Temptress Rising. Now, this book is about a girl who is half mermaid. So if you like the supernatural aspect of it, go ahead. So she lives her life up to a normal point. She's a surfer. Her dad's a major surfer. She has 3 little brothers. She has a boyfriend who she loves. Her mom left her when she was young, so she goes through the motions, and then she finds this other guy who is not quite a mermaid. Who's not a mermaid. Give you that. Not a mermaid, but she has to do this battle. It was a very, very interesting book to read. I've never read a mermaid book like this before. It caught my attention. I mean, look at this cover. Who wouldn't look at the beautiful artwork on this cover? Come on. Like the long hair, the tattoo, the mermaid tail. Like, look at the detail on that mermaid tail. Can you see that? You know you want to read this book. That's what I felt. My next book is That Is Not an Option, and this is by sorry, Merlin Perez, and she just did it's a young adult book, The Descendants, I think. And so this is part of a series. I started the series in middle school, and then I restarted it again. This is the Dead is the New Black series, I think is what the series is called. But I loved it, and I think this is the end of the part for Daisy's family. I'm not sure. I think the last three books or the last two ones go or offsetting from her life. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see though to read those and see how that works out in the whole series. I'm not very fond of series who go off from the main character, but I do finish the series. The next book I'm not gonna get into. One second. The next book, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a series or if it is a series. But it was a new book I picked up. Um, I liked it for an erotic romance. This really caught my attention with just the basic cover and then cherries. It was a simple cover. It makes you think, oh, this book might be a little boring. There's nothing really interesting about it. But I really did enjoy this story. I think I read this book in a day, maybe a day and a half, maybe. It was a really good story. It's Anne Ryland's book. I've never heard of her, and um, I think she might be a new author. I'm not sure, but it was really good. The next book I'm going to get into is a Bernadine Jackson book, and it's The One Night with a Wealthy Rancher. I don't think this is part of any series I've started from her or have read from her. I think it's just an offset book by itself, but I enjoyed it. I always enjoy her books. They're really good. Okay, and the last book that I just finished a couple of days ago is dun, 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 a James Patterson book, and this is the second book in the Confessions of a Murder Suspect book series, and it's also a collaboration with Maxine Petero. I've never heard of Maxine Petero, but leave me anything down in the description box or comments or whatever. Probably more comments because description box is mine. Duh. And tell me if you heard anything about this person, Maxine Petero. I've never ever heard of anything. But James Patterson did or does. I'm not sure if he's done, but apparently he's got one more. He did one more book in the series, the Maxim Ride series, and I loved, loved. I can't say this enough. Love the Maxim Ride series. It had to be one of my all-time favorite series, and I can't wait until they make it into a movie. Please, please make it into a movie. So this is the second book, and this is Confessions of a Private School Murderer, and this still follows the Angel family, and it is told from Tandy's I'm not sure point of view. It's about how she's going through all this, getting off the medicines that her parents get on, all the suspects, and all this. It was a good book, and it's a tongue tied, quick read. And there are what 95, 94, 95 chapters, so it's a 422-page book. But the chapters are like 1, 2 pages, mostly 3 or 4 at the most, I think. And it's just so good. I can't wait to get my hands on the third book. I can't wait. So that's all I have right now. I'm currently reading the second book in the Eternal One series, and I'm gonna link that down below. The second book. I don't think I did a book talk or anything on the first book, but I think I'm gonna do one on the second one because I'm not really enjoying it as I thought I would. So, with that being said, this is your girl, Book It Girl, finally getting back in her game. And let me know how you guys are doing. I don't know. I don't know how you guys are doing because I haven't been here or there or anywhere for a while. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.